Yo guys, Nick here again from Quick Tech, and today we're going to be unboxing the Marshall Major 2 Bluetooth headphones. Now, you may have seen a previous video on the Marshall Stockwell Bluetooth Speaker, which just so happens to be one of my favorite speakers of all time. So I'm hoping these will be the perfect complement to that Bluetooth speaker when looking for a more personal listening experience. So stay tuned while we unbox them and see how they sound. Okay, so the Marshall Major 2 Bluetooth headphones were originally priced around $100. Right now you can find them for under $50 on Amazon. And of course I'll leave a product link down in the description below. So these are advertised to be a step above the original Marshall Major headphones, which were a wired pair. And Marshall apparently improved not only the sound and the durability, but also the clarity and the bass response. So definitely looking forward to unbox these. Just taking a look at the box itself, you can see these are the black pair. They do come in a variety of colors. I'll leave those links down in the description as well. And right up front, you can see it boasts 30 plus hours of playback, which is great for a Bluetooth headphone. They are using 40mm dynamic drivers, and they have a frequency range of 10 Hertz to 20 kilohertz. So that should give you a pretty damn well balanced sound. And also included in the box is a cable in case you want to go old school and just plug these directly into the device that's producing the sound. So what do you say we unbox them and see what they're all about? So again, looking at the box, you can really tell it's old school, vintage. I feel like I'm holding rock history in my hands right now. So let's pop these open. Just greeted with the black box here, and there's a pull tab here. And there are the headphones. So right away, I'm digging the presentation here. So these look really sleek. Presentation-wise, you're greeted with the headphones and a cable, classic black and gold of Marshall. And you know, let's take them right out of the box here. They do fold up nicely, so that's an added bonus. Maybe you don't need a case per se. You can just toss these right in a bag. So as we unbox them here, you can see the design is super sleek. It has that nice vinyl finish that's advertised as being more durable. Super flexible head. You can see the ear cups are indeed rounded. And on both ear cups, you do have the Marshall logo, super classic. Very much designed to look like an amp or some old school vintage rock gear. And let's set them aside for a second and see what else is in the box. Wow, old school, looks like a guitar cable. As someone who plays guitar, I do appreciate the aesthetics behind this cord. You have that coiled feel right here, and then gold tips for the 3.5mm input. Super long cable, and it is stretchy. We like stretchy. And you do have an inline remote. You get one button, I assume, you know, a couple of clicks will skip a song. Things like that. And you also get a, again, super cool micro USB charging cable, and this is also flexible. I really like the feel of this. Actually, it is a bit grooved, has some texture here with the Marshall logo on the USB cable as well. So nice attention to detail. That looks super cool. And rounding out the unboxing, you do have some Marshall paperwork with instructions and some general marketing language. So just taking a closer look at the headphones themselves. On the left ear here, you have a gold knob. Now this isn't a power button, this is actually a control knob. So if you have it wired, you have that inline remote. This will act as that. So it'll have some functions. If you double tap, it'll pause a song, skip a song. You can move it left or right to skip a track or rewind a track. So that's really cool. And then on the right ear, you have your standard power button, your 3.5mm input, and your USB, micro USB charging port. So what do you say we turn them on and see if we can get them to pair? So now we're supposed to double click the power button, and here they show up, Major 2 Bluetooth headphones on the iPhone, and I am super excited to listen to these. Again, super flexible in the hands, quite comfortable on my ears as well. And of course, super stylish. So let's turn on a track and see how these sound. Immediately, I have to say they do have a nice crunch to them. Maybe it's the track I'm listening to, but punchy, I think is the word I'm looking for. They stay on my head as well. Most headphones, if you rock out, they'll go flying. I guess Marshall kind of knows their audience. Sound is actually quite loud and quite nice, and there is sort of a noise isolation. I know they're not advertised to be isolating, but you definitely become all encompassed in what you're listening to. Super clear sound. Okay, pushing the gold button up, you increase the volume, and these do get super loud. Pushing it down will obviously lower the volume, and then to skip a track, we'll push it this way. Yep. And then obviously if you click the button, that's going to pause your track. Okay, so I've listened to quite a few tracks now on these Marshall Major 2 headphones, and I have to say the sound profile is surprisingly bassy. I think because of the Marshall and the kind of rock and roll history, I was expecting a more treble-forward sound, but I was super surprised by the deep, rich bass that these headphones put out. The mids as well are super clear, and the treble, it's great, but it's overshadowed by the bass and mids. That being said, songs are still super clear, and I can hear subtleties such as fingers sliding across an acoustic guitar string in some of my all-time favorite tracks. You know how I'm going to be using these? I commute to the city daily, Monday through Friday, on the bus, train, plane, automobile, you name it. And I wanted a pair of headphones as opposed to earbuds, and these fit the price. Now, are these the best sounding headphone I've ever listened to? Probably not. However, at under $50, don't get me wrong, these can still carry the Marshall logo proudly and pay homage to that 50 years of rock and roll history. All in all, I'd give them an 8 out of 10 for sound, aesthetics 10 out of 10. I'd say pick these up if you're looking for a good commuting headphone and you're listening to a lot of rock, alt-rock, and even some hip-hop with the defined bass response. These are a great option for under $50. Again, I'll leave the product link down in the description. As always, this has been Nick from Quick Tech. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe to the channel because we're going to be having some more great original content coming soon. Maybe twice. See you in the next one.